With classes underway now at college and university campuses, some students have moved back for the semester. In cities across Canada, there's no shortage of options for renters, from short to long-term leases, student housing, and Airbnb rentals. But how does Prince George compare? Vincent Papakwash has the story.
With a population of over 74,000 people, Prince George is 9 times smaller than Vancouver. However, rentals within the city limits are comparable to one of the most expensive cities in Canada. With fewer amenities available than in a large metropolitan area, how does this happen? The Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation lists the average cost of renting a 2-bedroom in Prince George as $921 in 2019. In Kamloops, it was $1,100 to rent a 2-bedroom last year. However, the CMHC also said in an email that it does not gather data on units listed on sites such as Craigslist or Kijiji. The Ministry of Municipal Affairs and Housing says, renters are protected under the Residential Tenancy Act once they enter into a tenancy agreement with the landlord, regardless of where the rental unit was advertised, including on Craigslist or Kijiji. This means that provincial laws still apply in these cases.
I think really our economy is driving this need for rentals, and rental vacancy rates are extremely low in Prince George. I mean, I think in 2019 the number was 2.8%, and when you're looking at 2 or 3 or more bedrooms, that's less than 2%. So there's a demand for rental units in Prince George that isn't yet filled.
The CMHC market report lists the average cost of a 2-bedroom as $1,748 a month in Vancouver in October last year. Looking into sites that the CMHC does not collect data on, like Craigslist or Kijiji, offers a different insight with tools and filters available to more specific rental targets. On Kijiji, if you compare 1-bedroom units, prices start around $500 in Vancouver and $800 in Prince George.
Pretty much if your place is in a good location and it's a nice place, like it's snapped up within a week, it goes really quickly. It makes it tough for a lot of people to find places. And I would say there's probably a little bit of a shortage of rental properties here. But other than that, there's a huge demand.
For students and temporary workers, long-term leases are not practical options, excluding them from being able to rent many types of units. Rentals on sites like Craigslist and Kijiji might seem a little like the Wild West, but in Canada's westernmost province, this may be the only option. Vincent Papakwash, CKPG News.